Welcome to What's on Your Mind. I am Reverend Keven Kadel. What's on my mind is the law of least efforts. The mind in What's on My Mind is conscious thought, unconscious thought, feeling, and intuition. Consider that all of that, your mind, co-creates with a universal force for good. And that universal force for good is greater than you, and that force for good is within you and surrounds you. By examining and changing your mind, by changing your thoughts, feelings, and intuitions for the better, you heal and grow consciousness, and your life gets better. Last episode I mentioned if I become too oriented towards results, I might inadvertently limit or miss the good I can experience and express. And in this, there is a difference between focus and fixation. Fixation might accomplish an immediate objective, but it can be overly taxing, and it often misses the bigger picture. Focus is different. With focus, one stays on track with ease, and focus is open to new information. With focus, steps toward a goal are easy. With focus, you're able to revise your intentions because you frequently assess how you are proceeding, and you're able to take in a bigger, wider view. One version of fixation is called target fixation. As fighter pilots can attest, as one becomes fixated on a target, one may not notice threats or challenges coming from other directions, and one may not notice even more desirable targets. And I've had a similar experience, although less dangerous, in motorsports. If I become fixated on passing the car in front of me, I may overlook the car trying to overtake me. And I may miss the opportunity to overtake more than just the one car ahead of me, and I might lose sight of the bigger intention, which is to win the race. Without becoming fixated, to heal and grow consciousness, one develops a healthy focus that flows to a more loving, more peaceful, more joyous, and more compassionate life. There is a slightly misunderstood principle in play called the law of least efforts. First of all, the law of least efforts is not the law of no efforts. Healing and growing consciousness, creating a better life, at times takes effort. Typically, you notice effort as you overcome some stinking thinking, as you transform unproductive habits, patterns, or beliefs into more productive ones. And remember, your use of the force for good responds proportionally to your thoughts, feelings, and intuitions. Therefore, as much good as you can imagine, the force for good has even more. The law of least efforts helps you avoid all the unnecessary exertion and limitations associated with fixation. The law of least efforts helps guide you, it helps keep you focused, and helps keep you in a productive flow. You learn and know the difference by monitoring, as you have been doing over the last several weeks, by monitoring your mind and your energies. When and if your efforts feel draining or futile, feel like struggle, stop and assess what you're doing. You might be fixating. You might have wandered off course. You may have missed a turning point or a transition. Continuing my motorsports example, if I drive too hard to overtake the car in front of me, I am prone to mistakes. I wear the tires out and I waste fuel, with the result that I'm tired and the car is slower, and I'm still behind the car I'm trying to overtake. Applying the law of least efforts, your efforts feel natural. You feel like you're getting out as much or more than what you're putting in. Your attentions include both your intended goal and you know, trust, and feel something better is coming into your life. To overtake the car, I know I have to go quicker. I have to do so off the faster line, which means I have to be focused, drive more smoothly, and more effortlessly to do it. The law of least efforts means you are not fixated, but focused, open to all possibilities. And you know that in order to change your life for the better, you may have to take a slightly different path, at least for a while. This is where you apply a simple and powerful qualifier, this or something better. Henry David Thoreau put it this way: I learned this, at least by my experiment, that if you advance confidently in the direction of your dreams and endeavor to live the life which you have imagined, you meet with a success unexpected in common hours. Generally, spiritual practice moves you in the direction of your dreams. Spiritual practices direct mind, direct your thoughts, feelings, and intuitions. That in turn powerfully co-creates with the force for good that is within you and surrounds you. This week, set daily reminders with the phrase, this or something better. This or something better helps you practice the law of least efforts. You avoid fixation and open to a flow, a focus, and an elevated perception. In so doing, your thoughts, feelings, and intuitions are more positive and productive. You make better moment-to-moment or tactical choices, and you make better long-term or strategic choices for the greater life you imagine. The law of least efforts and this or something better, it liberates you from fixation. You easily focus, you open to a greater good, and that force for good within you and surrounding you joins and multiplies your efforts. In so doing, you experience and express more love, peace, joy, and compassion for yourself and all the lives that your life touches. I know and trust you are lovable, loved, and loving. Until next time, farewell. Thanks for viewing this episode of What's on Your Mind from Vita Spiritual Learning Center. If you found this meaningful, please leave a comment, question, or suggestion in the chat. For more information, please visit vitaslc.org and consider making a tax-deductible contribution to support Vita's free programs. Remember to like, share, follow, and subscribe. Check out a new episode of What's on Your Mind every Tuesday.